All right, so it is December 20th, 2024 here in Pennsylvania, and it's actually currently 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. So not exactly the best day to be outside in a t-shirt. So let's go inside and work on some bonsai. What do you say? All right, so we got a new one to join the ranks of the bonsai club over here. We have this Crassula Jade that I picked up at Mosaic Home Garden in the Lehigh Valley. This one looks like it was actually a cutting off of a pretty old looking jade. The bark looks pretty aged. So what I want to do is I want to prune it and I want to give it a repot. So let's get right into it. All right, so let's examine this thing. So we have the trunk coming up and we have a branch right here that comes off and then has a little tiny leaf there, but it mostly splits off into two here. And we have lots of new growth coming in here, going that way and going that way right there. This one also has lots of growth coming in, growing that way and that way. So this is a pretty good specimen to start off with. After this branch here, it goes up, splits into two right there. And you can see it comes up and splits into two again, and we have lots of growth coming in. So this is actually already on its way. But I think when this branch comes up here, I'm thinking I actually want to snip it back to right here. It's hard to see, but there's a little bit of a bud coming in right there. So we'll probably snip that back. And then if you come over on this side over here, it comes up and splits into two again. And we have more growth coming in here, going that way and that way. And then again up here, it splits that way and that way. So yeah, let's trim this back. All right, so the first one I want to trim back is this right here, and it is a shame to lose some of this growth up here, but we could always salvage this as a little cutting. So yeah, let's do this. The first big cut. There we go. Look at that. There's a little baby tree right there. So we'll let that cutting harden off for a few days and then we'll put that in the ground. I'm just gonna take this little bit off there, throw that away. And this leaf is pretty much dead. So I'm gonna rip that right off. The next cut we're gonna do is there's this part right here. And I'm not sure if I want that there. I don't really see a point of that growing where it is. I'm trying to think of a good reason to keep that. Well, we'll keep it for now, actually. We'll keep that. Let me just get rid of some of this dead stuff there. Let's zoom into this section over here. So I think I just want to kind of peel this back a little bit and reveal some light into this section here. We have lots of little leaflets here that I don't think we need. So this actually comes up and then splits into two. So it comes up, splits into two here. And then this one comes up and splits into two here. I don't know if you could tell. Yeah, so these right here and this back here. And so we'll just take some of these little leaves out with my fingernails. And same for over here. This comes up and splits into two right here. So these little leaves we don't need. Yeah, that will do. And I think that is going to be all of the pruning I'm going to do today. Now next, I kind of want to figure out where I want the front of this tree to be. And I kind of like that section there. Not that. Or maybe there. I'm leaning towards here for right now. These branches may change that eventually, or might change it right now. That's not too bad right there. All right, so next up, I want to get this in some fresh bonsai soil and repot it. So let's do that. All right, so let me just shift this out of the way for a minute. And I'm going to be using this pot, which I originally was going to have as my my nursery, so to speak, where I had, this was my old Crassula Jade that I potted up in January 2023, I believe it was. It did not survive the summer this year, just probably due to poor management on my part. So we're going to put this new jade into this pot right here. So I'm going to get all these little leaflets out and into a different container and reuse this pot here. So let's do this. And here's our old jade. It's a shame, this one was really cool. But part of the process of bonsai is that we learn from our mistakes. So yeah, maybe toss this in the trash. And I'm just gonna put this soil, I'm gonna sift through this and possibly reuse it in the future, but not today. I'm gonna get fresh soil in here. This soil is probably still good, and if not, I will, you know, maybe use it in my garden soil for just the regular vegetables and stuff like that this year. Let me clean this up and then we'll come and work on this jade over here. All right, so we got our nice clean pot. There's a little bit of dirt in there, but we're gonna be putting more soil in there, so it does not really matter. So we'll put that off to the side. And as you can see, this is a Crassula Jade. Here's some information on this one. All right, so let's get this out. That was easy peasy. And now, let's work away. Okay, so I think we're done with this one. So let's get some fresh soil in here. All right, and we have a few different holes down here, the two main drainage holes and these four little tie down holes. But I'm just going to use this really big drainage screen here, and we'll cover all the holes with one. So here we go. All right, let's start filling this up. All right, there we go. All right, so this one is looking pretty great. We'll probably come back in a couple months, take a look at it, see how it's growing, and then go from there. But yeah, this will probably be in this pot for at least a year or two, if not more. Hopefully it'll be super happy in this new pot and stretch out some of those roots and grow even more. So yeah, I think that's all for today. So thanks for watching.